Hi, fitness warriors. My name is Terry Clark, and welcome to my fitness journey to 100. So, this is the channel where I share my efforts and the things that I'm doing to try to live to be 100 years of age. This week, the process is always about knowledge and doing research and trying new things. That's what makes the journey so exciting. Um, you've got to make this process exciting, so that's a big part of that process. Now, the thing that I tried this week was sea moss. Okay, and this little jar right here is like liquid gold. Okay, in two ways. One way it's like liquid gold because it's so expensive. This thing costs 40 bucks for this one little jar here. But I do want to make a commitment to my health, and so I don't mind putting my money where my mouth is. Now, the big thing about sea moss is that it focuses in on those trace minerals, those micronutrients, the ones that you need in very small amounts. Okay, remember the body works on a deficit. Okay, so the thing that you're not doing is gonna hurt you the most, or the thing that you don't have is gonna hurt you the most. So if you don't have protein, that's where you need to shore up in order to get healthy. If you don't have vitamin A or vitamin C, that's what you're gonna need to shore up to get healthy. So I try to focus in and make sure that I use superfoods, foods that cover a lot of different nutrients. And then another thing I try to do with my diet is I use AI to put my diet in there to see where the gaps are, to see where the deficiencies are. Because there's so many different vitamins. There's vitamin A, B, there's a whole bunch of vitamin Bs. Vitamin C, there's vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. Then there's all those micronutrients. There's copper, there's zinc, there's sodium, there's potassium, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay, in addition to the macronutrients, the carbohydrates, the proteins, and the fats. Okay, and so making sure that you got all that stuff in the right amounts. It's a lot of stuff, and it's easy for gaps to be created where things can fall through the cracks. Okay, and so I want to make sure that my body is being nourished correctly, and in the end, you are what you eat. So food should be your medicine. So I really focused in on food. I eat a divvy of different types of fruits and vegetables. There's no reason, especially if you're living in the United States or one of these Western countries, because of all the different variety of foods that are made available. There's just no reason for you to not eat right. I try to eat whole foods. Okay, this week I ate quite a few mangoes, kiwis, that kind of stuff. I'm trying to make sure that I stay on top of that vitamin C, because vitamin C is one of the most important nutrients that you can take in. It does more than just immune. And so one of the things that you really want to do is make sure you be educated on the amounts of vitamins that you need. Like, how much vitamin C do you need in a day? And it's different for every person, and that's why I like using AI, because I can put my weight in and ask it to give me the nutrient breakdown for my size, my weight, my race, my activities. Okay, because a lot of times what we'll get, let me say it this way, a person that's small needs less than a person that's bigger. Okay, and so when they throw out this one number on a carton or on a package of food and they say, well, you need 100% of this, and this is 80% of what you need for the day. Well, that's for a certain size person. Well, with the nutrient facts, give me a second here. For the nutrient facts, I had something in my throat. For the nutrient facts, those are based on 200 pounds. Okay, so if you're not 200 pounds and not a male, that's not going to be the right amount for you. So you really want to make sure that you figure out what's right for you, especially when you've got these very lofty health and fitness goals. The diet is always the elephant in the room. I'm always going to focus in on the diet first. Diet is always king. Diet is the most important thing that you can do. Okay, you can literally change your body with your diet, but you got to take your diet serious. And some people think they're taking their diet serious and they're not even thinking about it. If you're not planning out your diet and thinking about the foods that you're going to eat, you're going to run into problems. Now, one of the things I kind of do throughout the week, I find a way to eat healthy foods, okay, quickly, because I got to go to work and stuff. On the weekend, I don't take the weekend off. The weekend is a time during the week, that's my focus on my workout and stuff like that. I work hard on my workout during the week. During the weekend, I don't work out. I relax and let my body heal, but I go to work hard on my diet during the weekend. For instance, today I started my day off with a fruit bowl. I had kiwi in it. I had mango in it. Okay, I had pineapple in it. I had strawberries in it. Okay, I had 4 eggs. I had beef. Okay, so that was my breakfast. Moving past that, for lunch I got planned to do 2 pieces of beef liver, onions, okay, and I'm gonna eat some more fruit, okay. And I'll throw a vegetable in there, broccoli, because, you know, as you're building muscle, especially if you're a man, you want to make sure that your testosterone doesn't raise up your estrogen levels too high. And broccoli will do that for you. And then for dinner, I'm gonna have salmon, okay, and I'll have some spinach, okay, and then that'll be it for the day for me. And I'll probably throw another fruit in there as well. Another thing that I'll do, you know, and I know people say orange juice has calories in it, but everything's not about, you know, trying to lose weight. Some of your health has got to be, all this stuff can't be cosmetic. Some of this stuff has got to be about living long and being healthy and doing the best you can for yourself. So I may, at the end of the day, I may take down a cup, and I'm gonna measure it, because if you drink too much orange juice, all that sugar and the calories is just too much. So a cup is about 80 to 100 calories. 80 to 100 calories is not gonna make you fat. But what you find is that according to the breakdown, and I'm around 100, and right now I'm 169, and I'll talk about that later. Traditionally, I'm around 175, but that's well under 200 pounds. And so drinking a cup of orange juice for me, and I'm not 200 pounds, even though the carton says it's 80%, it's gonna be about 100% for me, or close to it. So I'll drink a cup of orange juice, and that's my supplement. You know, I'm not gonna go get a vitamin for that. I'm just gonna take down a shot of orange juice, and then I'm done. I got my vitamin C for the day all wrapped up. Now, I kind of spread out my vitamin C throughout the day, because I know what people are thinking, well, you ate all that fruit in the morning time. Wasn't that enough? Yeah, it was for the morning, but I want to make sure that that load is being continually pushed out throughout the day. So that's my focus on my diet. I take the diet very seriously. The diet is the magic pill. You know, I always say that health and fitness is a death by 1,000 cuts. It's not one big thing that you do that make a difference. It's all these little things that you do. The weekend, very serious about diet. You know, very, very serious. You know, I really focus in on my diet in the weekend, because I'm in recovery mode. And in addition to getting enough rest, getting enough sleep, I want to make sure that I'm nourishing my body so it can repair, rebuild itself. Don't be mean to your body. Don't starve your body. Don't overwork your body. Don't take it out on your body because you don't look the way you're supposed to. In the end, you don't look the way you're supposed to because of the things you did. Okay, I'm the same way. If we do things like if we're eating a bunch of sugar, cookies, and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden we want to get serious and we just want to punish our body by, you know, just harsh restricting of calories, harsh workouts. Do not do that to your body. Be patient with your body. Okay, a lot of times we think that, you know, people are selfish, and people are really, a lot of people are not selfish. They don't give themselves enough attention. Okay, and so we want to make sure that we're giving ourselves enough attention, that we're being kind to ourselves, and that we're eating the right way, and that we're resting and taking care of ourselves. And just because we don't like the way we look, don't mean you punish yourself until you like the way. Your body's not going to respond to that harshness. Just like other people don't respond to that harshness, your body's not going to respond to it either. Be kind to your body. Okay, give it the nutrients and the nourishment it has. Your body is God's gift to you. Do your best with it. Take care of it. Okay. Make sure that you're taking care of your skin. Make sure you get enough sleep and rest. Be gentle and kind to yourself. And sometimes, a lot of times, because we're in society and we're just told that everybody's good to themselves and that's not true. Sometimes we unintentionally and we're not aware of it, but we're just hard and mean on ourselves. So that's the part of it, the diet. Now the activity part of it, I focused in on exercise a lot this week. Next week I got planned to do personal best, or I'm trying to do the max, or testing out my health and fitness, because there is a correlation between like doing push-ups and pull-ups and how long you can live. Also with metabolic aging. Okay, I'm 57 years old. Okay, and I anticipate doing about 13 pull-ups next week, maybe about 50, 60 push-ups in one rep. Okay, people my age normally can't do that. Okay, and so the more push-ups, the more pull-ups you can do, that kind of tells you what your metabolic age is. Now you can get on scales and things like that, but that stuff doesn't really tell you. It's not specific to you. There's no technology that they can put out there that's going to be specific to you. So physical performance, how long can you run? How far can you jump? How many push-ups can you do? How many pull-ups? Those are better indicators of where you are as far as aging is concerned, and if you're aging gracefully or aging at your best. So you really want to focus in on that kind of stuff, and that's what I got planned to do next week. Did a lot of heavy lifting this week. Really liked it. On my job, we had Juneteenth, and so I'm an advisor for the Black Student Union. In addition to that, I'm also a math professor, but I do like to give back, and so I do that by being an advisor. So on Juneteenth, I was up and on campus around 9 o'clock working, and I didn't get finished till 11 o'clock that night. So the next day, instead of getting up and doing my workout, my show today, I just skipped it. Okay, because I'm still big on being kind and gentle myself. Missing one day on the shoulders is not gonna hurt me. Remember, the body works off a deficiency. Okay, so overload or doing things 100%, you don't really have to do that. Where the body starts to have problems is where it's lacking in something, and there's like major gaps, and things are being neglected and they're not being taken care of. So as long as you're taking care of things, you're gonna be fine. So that's what I kind of focus in on the activities. As far as happiness, this week, I'm always big about keeping my peace. I try to find little things to do to have fun. I always try to explore and try new things. Always, people who try and explore new things live longer. So always be focused on life. Be kind and gentle to the people around you. Love the people around you. Be thankful to the people around you. The people in my life, I'm thankful for them. I have a daughter who stays with me. She's an adult. Okay. I spend a lot of time talking with her about life, just giving back. I also have really good relationships with some of the students at my university and college, and the students in my class. I laugh and I talk with them. I don't just focus in on the math. Yeah, they do got to learn the math. I teach statistics and algebra. Okay, those can be complicated concepts, but we have fun doing it. I tell jokes. One of the things I do in the morning time at the beginning of my class, I come in, I have a cup of coffee, I tell them how much I love my job. My job is, it's almost like a TV show or something, a movie or something. I'm like a professor at a movie or something. Like the professors you see in the movies, that's what my experience is about. So I come in the morning time and I have my coffee in my hand, and I'll be like, so how was your guys' weekend? What did you guys do fun? And then I'll share my weekend with them and stuff. And then sometimes I'll just speak out loud. I'll share it with them. I say, God, I love my job. This is really a great job, that kind of thing. And I'll encourage them, do the best you can, excel, so you can find the job that you're passionate about instead of settling for something because you didn't learn what you were supposed to learn in school. So that's a big thing for me. I'm always trying to have fun. I'm trying to be happy. I am always interested in meeting new people and exploring new things. That's all about being happy for me. Remember, happiness is internal. Okay, so other people can't make you happy. Things can't make you happy. Happiness has to come inside of yourself. And that happiness comes from the choices that you make. Okay, always believe in yourself. You are worth something. You can be all things and do all things. The Bible tells us that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. So you have to believe in yourself, have self-esteem, self-respect, have self-love, you know, do new things with yourself. Don't focus in on worry about other people. I see many times people getting upset about how other people are treating them. How are you treating yourself? Okay, that's what you need to be focused in on. And if you don't like the way people are treating you, find people that will treat you the way you're supposed to. You don't have to stick around and take crap off of people. You can walk away, and you walking away is not a bad thing. There's a reason why they put a reverse on a car. You don't always have to go forward, okay? Have the wherewithal sometimes to back up and change directions, but enjoy your life, okay? That's how you get it done. So that's my journey this week to 100. Really excited about it. I'm using diet, okay? I'm using activity. I didn't talk about the sleep as other parts of natural activities, but exercise I did talk about this week. I did focus in on those things. And I'm using happiness to try to reach 100. Those are my tools. I believe those tools are going to work, and I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to stand on that. And if I don't make it to 100 because, I didn't use the right tools, or, sometimes it's a part of life. You have to make a commitment, and you have to live with it. I believe those tools are going to help me to make it to 100. I believe my diet, I believe my activities, and then I believe focusing in on my happiness. Now, I don't have to find happiness, don't have to create it. Happiness is within us. We just have to choose ourselves and make the right decisions, okay? And if we do that, we'll be happy. So that was my journey to 100. I'm curious to hear about your journey to 100, the things that you're trying and exploring. I recommend that you try this True Sea Moss. It is expensive, $40 for this one can here. I get to take 3 tablespoons of it a day. I'm really excited about what it's going to do because I think it's going to close some of those gaps with the micronutrients. Next week, I'm probably going to go into AI and throw my complete diet from last week into it and see if there were any gaps. Okay, because AI will tell me. I'll just ask with the right prompt, and that's the big part of it. Just ask with the right prompt. Hey, these are the things I ate this week. Look at them. Tell me, are there any gaps in my diet? Related to my macros, related to my micros, related to the trace minerals, related to the antioxidants, the phytonutrients, all that stuff. Let me know if I'm missing out on anything. And then I'll go find a food that will take care of that stuff, and I'll incorporate that into the diet. You don't have to eat that stuff all the time, but 2 or 3 times a week to make sure you're getting it is going to make sure that you've got that nice, glowing, beautiful skin. Make sure that those muscles are plump and healthy and just very muscular, because a lot of times you'll find that older guys, they'll be skinny and cut, but the muscles will be really broken down and degenerative. And when they do that right there, you don't see the robustness and the healthiness in the muscles that you see with younger men. So, I love the body God gave me. It is very healthy and vigorous. My muscles are well deformed. They are not degenerating or breaking down and stuff. And the reason why I'm talking about it like that, a lot of people might think that's shallow, but let me let you in on a secret. Muscles is a longevity to your life, okay? At the end of the day, life is about moving, and the first place that older people, seniors, start to break down is in the muscle, okay? More seniors die from broken hips, and that's mobility, okay? So muscle is important. Okay, there's a correlation between muscle and how long we live. You show me how your muscle is breaking down, and I'll show you how you're aging. Okay, so that's an important thing. But I'm thankful for this body. I thank God for it. I'm going to be a good steward of it. I'm taking care of it. I'm, doing the best I can with it. Okay, this body is how I live in this universe. Okay, and so you can't live without a body, folks. So make sure you take care of your body. Be good and be kind to your body. It is God's gift to you. Be grateful for that gift by taking care of it. All right, so if you like what I shared this week, be sure to share it with someone else. If you've got your own story and you want to share it with us, be sure to place it in the comments. And, I do need your help to feed the algorithm so that I can reach more people and that we can get more people involved on the right journey to life, a journey to 100. All right, guys, you be blessed. Have a great week. See you next week, same time.